which I think is probably a good opportunity to go ahead and bring them in. Longtime friends, longtime guests here on Around 10. Alex Cunningham and Dr. Ellie Hasken-Wagner here. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you all for being here.
Thanks for having us. Yeah,
we're going to talk about all the spooky things here in a second here going on in Frankfurt, but also spooky things in Kentucky. And our question of the day, we're asking, what is the scariest thing in Kentucky? And I feel like there's a lot of, Kentucky gets brought up as far as, lots of, spooky, haunted places, I believe, here in our Commonwealth. Alex, does anything jump out to you first? We know we're going to let Dr. Ellie take the wheel, but...
Yeah, she likes spooky things more than me.
I do, but you know your fair share.
Mine is not legit spooky. My scariest place in Kentucky is Mammoth Cave. Like,
Ooh,
Fat
that's real.
Man's misery, it's miserable. I don't want to visit. Sorry for their tourism department. I do not.
I think they'll be okay.
I don't want to visit.
I think they'll make it.
I hate it. It's scary.
It's a bit claustrophobic.
Yes,
right?
I don't want to be
mean.
underground, and I don't want to be in a tiny cave.
It's also very haunted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where
I have heard multiple stories.
Yeah, they took they took a lot of TB patients down there as well.
I can
Wasn't
feel
just
it. I can feel
Waverly.
the spirit.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You can feel the spirit when you're in there. It's not.
Yeah, that's not a pleasant one.
Yeah, it's not. It's not going to be like a day trip we're going to take anytime soon.
Dang it, I do love Mammoth Cave. So that's a bummer.
So mine's not like a spooky, legit story. Mine's an actual spot.
But it can be
Scary.
It can be scary to
Yeah.
you.
Doesn't
No,
have to
this
be.
is an
it's
open-ended
so
question.
scary. Yeah.
That's real.
What's yours? I want to hear it.
Yes, I do have an answer for this. I do want to say I'm really appreciative. Every time I'm on here in the month of October, because I do tend to come in the month of October, I have this gut-wrenching fear that it's going to be what's the most dateable monster or something like that. That's what I feel like you all are going to ask me, and that's never the question.
Yeah. That's been written down.
So
Now.
I think it has been. That's why I'm always on edge of oh no. Anyway, so I have a real answer, and then I have an actually real answer.
Okay.
So the real answer is driving in Lexington. I hate it. It is the scariest thing I do ever. You never know. People in Lexington do not know how to drive. As someone who lived there for years.
Yeah, I
you live there now. They don't know what they're doing.
I think it is against if you have maybe an 859 area code in your phone number, it's against your religion to use a turn signal.
Absolutely.
That's what I believe.
100 million %. And even more so than that, it's you have to merge in as little time as possible. I think those are the two rules. No turn signal, and you are merging when there is scant space between you. You're really taking your life in your hands when you're on Nicholasville Road. It's
sure.
crazy.
I feel like you're offending people.
I'm okay with that.
I have lost viewership.
I am fine with that. They can choose to not invite me back because I will stand strong on this.
There is a comfort thing about coming into Frankfurt and driving people aren't in this insane. I mean, people are in a hurry always, all the time, anywhere you go. But it does feel like it's at a slightly slower pace.
It does feel like there's more room to breathe, I will say.
Yeah.
Okay, but the really real answer is I do think, and this is a cliche, but there's something to be said for it. I think the scariest place. Or scariest thing. It's the scariest thing. I was thinking place. The scariest, because you said Mammoth Cave, so I put place in my head. The scariest thing.
I'm sorry.
I think, so recalibrating. I think the scariest thing in Kentucky are the Appalachian Hills and mountains. I really feel that. Right? There are so many incredibly eerie, scary, spooky, haunting, terrifying, terrible, horrific things that folks say just casually happen every day when they live out in those parts of the state. No thanks.
So another trip we're not going to take.
Yeah. And if I offended people by saying that, I'm so sorry. I think Appalachia's a vital part of Kentucky. I love it very much. Lexington, on the other hand.
What was the place? You were going to say a place.
I was going to say Waverly,
That's
which
what
again,
I was
know
thinking you
is
were
a
going to say that
cliche.
too. Yeah.
But it's
I don't think it's a cliche.
No.
It's got its stories. It's
I
got
mean,
its
people
background.
all the folks that do the ghost hunting all across the country and the world, make it a point to go to Waverly.
Yeah.
Seemingly so.
It's going to be a hotel one day. They keep saying
Oh
that.
yeah, I kind of assume it is at this point.
And honestly, probably mostly is, but it's been bought a few times by hotel developers, so we're just kind of waiting.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
It seems like a good idea.
I think it seems like a great idea.
Yeah, the mountains is a good answer though. And
what are your all's answers?
I think I got to think on it a little bit more. I honestly, what were you thinking?
The mountains is a really good answer, and the people that live out there have, it's just matter of fact for them when they talk about it. It's just like they've got a set of rules that's like, you don't do this at night, and when you hear your name, you don't respond to it, and like there's lots of weird, and they're not being spooky about it. It's just like, here's what you do and here's what you don't do. Public monster and the bridge thing is pretty
That's a good one.
pretty spooky. There's the what is it? There's the one area, maybe it's a bridge. I don't know if it's tied into Poplick, but if you go and you like stop your car and
Crybaby Bridge. There's one in LaGrange that's very famous.
and they'll push it, you'll be pushed across, and there was like a school bus, and they supposedly put like baby powder on the back bumper, and there were little handprints on the
I love at such a deep emotional level that you brought this up, because like Crybaby Bridges are one of my favorite localized legend formats, and I love hearing new ones, and the school bus one is new. So
Okay,
thank you.
there you go. We're like that. We've got these. We know these things.
That's perfect.
And then my favorite name though is the Hopkinsville Goblin. Has got to be one of the best. I don't know anything. Like, I've got to do some research because I don't know anything. I just heard about him like a couple weeks ago, so I don't know what his deal is.
Well, there's a crew of them, so that's why you got to like
team.
lock in. There's
okay.
like multiple of them. And they had it was the first reported incident, and only to my knowledge, of an alien gunfight.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
I can
down
go
with-
on, but
I'm down with
that's
that.
why
Say
we're
no
not here
more.
for this.
No, yes, say no more.
Yeah, aliens landed in a farmland, or like something, like a glowing light fell from the sky into a forested area behind a farmhouse outside of Hopkinsville in like Kelly area, more so. And these kind folks who were living in their home like approached the wooded area to see what it was, and unfortunately for them, these little floating creatures with pointing ears and like big bright eyes came out of the woods towards their house. And these are good old Kentuckians. They run in their home and they grab their guns because of course there
sure.
are these random things
Well, they'll
floating
see,
towards you. And so they start to shoot at the aliens, and then the aliens or goblins start to shoot back at them. And they have like a standoff from inside their home to the aliens outside their home. And eventually the aliens like just retreat and they go away and they're never seen again. And they talk about how there's like laser holes in the side of their log house.
Well, that seems like something that should be investigated and researched, right? If there are laser
Learn
holes.
more about that.
Yeah.
Ellie and I are such good friends. Our opposing thing is our scare level, isn't it? I don't like to
Yeah,
be scared. I
you
don't
don't
like
like
scary
to be
things
scared.
at all.
And
But that makes you guys like a perfect bond
we're
for
Yeah.
friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
why we are really good at planning Haunting on the Hill, because like we balance each other out really, really
Yes,
well
yes.
in the event.
I feel like that is no better transition than to talk about Haunting on the Hill, which is coming up this Saturday.
Saturday.
Hard to believe we're already here, right?
We're right,
Scary.
right in the midst.
The
of
year
it.
is flying by.
You're
Whole
absolutely right.
October is flying
October's
by. Yeah.
it is.
But the trick or treat trail starts at 3.
Yes.
Okay.
So we listened to folks' feedback from the past couple of years. This is the 4th year of the event.
Yes.
And we decided that our biggest piece of feedback has been that folks want a little bit of a longer time up on the hill for it to be a little more frightening. So there are a lot of events in town that are geared for like younger children. And so we heard the call that folks want something that is just a little weirder, a little eerier, a little more haunting. So we decided to divide the event into 2.
Yeah.
So
We tried to cater to everyone,
like that.
all age groups.
all age groups. We really want it to be multi-purpose. So we're trying it out this year. We're doing a 3 to 6 entry window. And during that time, the trick-or-treat trail will be open. And I will let Alice...
That'll be traditional Haunting on the Hill from 3 to 6. So anybody that's come before, hay rides, kid activities, corn pit, trick-or-treat trail, all the fun stuff.
pumpkin painting.
Pumpkin painting.
Sponsored by Chenault and Hogue with our friends from
same
Paul
traditional
Sawyer.
Haunting on the Hill that
Yeah.
you expect. It'll
Yeah.
be great. And then we're going to take a little breather. In between 6 and 7, our staff is going to switch to a spookier. Not that kids are not welcome. Everyone's still welcome, but there will be no more trick-or-treat trail. Jump in if you want to. It will be scarier. It'll be more guided towards older adult events.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're really excited because for the first time, we're also partnering with Frankfurt High Drama Club. They normally have, in the past few years, they've offered a ghost tour through downtown Frankfurt.
Yeah.
This year, they're not doing that, and instead, they're doing a version of that tour on the hill. So from that 7 to 9 window, there will be ghosts from the drama club who will be up there doing their favorite Frankfurt haunted ghost stories, and they'll be doing that on the trail. So what was the trick-or-treat trail will transition into that, and then the spooky trail will be turned on. All the machines will be queued up. You can still walk through it during that 3:30.
There will be kind of a scary trail for the kids, but
Yeah.
it won't be as scary. It'll be very family oriented while the sun is out.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it'll be available but not turned on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It'll be there, but there won't be noises, lights. You can just see the decorations more or less.
And there'll be food trucks, there'll be beer garden. So
And then from the really key thing that we're also trying to drive home is even though we do have this break between 6 and 7, no one has to leave the park. So if you're up there, you can stay up there. There'll just be a little transitional period, and the trick or treat trail and spooky trail will close. But you're welcome to hang out in the corn pit area or where Yes Arts will be set up, or grab some food, or just kind of vibe in that general vicinity while we do that reset.
Right.
So no one has to
It will be
leave.
a Halloween party on the hill all day, so you don't have to leave.
Right.
Yeah.
But please get your tickets. It is free, but it is a very secluded historic forest, obviously, so we have limited parking. And the fun part's riding the hayride right up the hill. So
Absolutely.
hop on a bus with your ticket, come over to the hayride, and get up the hill that way the whole duration. Anytime you're coming, get on a hayride and come up the hill. That neighborhood there puts up with a lot this week from us, so we don't want to park in their driveways and park in front of their houses and all that kind of stuff. We kind of take over for a week, so we really want to respect them. So just get your tickets so we know you're coming, and it'll run really smoothly. I promise.
I saw. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, and you can get those through capitalcitymuseum.org. The other thing, additional to what Alex is saying about transportation tickets, you cannot pass up on riding the hayride. It is a treat. It is a treasure. It is the most beautiful part of this event. I really believe that. And if you can do it after nightfall, phenomenal. However, if you are interested in also getting more history for the first part of the trail from 3 to 5, our friends from the Kentucky Historical Society will be doing a history walking tour of the Civil War engagement that happened on Fort Hill from behind the Urban Woods Apartments. So you can walk up the military trail, but after 5 p.m. that will close. So the trail will no longer be open to pedestrians. You'll have to take the hayride. But if you walk up the trail, you can always take the hayride down.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's really
It is
fun.
so much fun.
It sounds awesome, honestly, just all day too. If you were gonna hang out, come in early, and stick around till the sun goes down, and it gets a little spookier.
Great staff.
We are so lucky.
They commit the whole week. We live on Fort Hill this week.
Yeah, pretty much. My father-in-law drives from Indianapolis. God love him, and he helps us out
We
too.
light the
It's
whole,
great.
It takes a person to light the whole hill. So
Yeah.
Well, and another really fun thing that you all are doing, that Dr. Ellie is participating in on Thursdays in October, is Russ Hatter's Murder and Mayhem tour, continuing that tradition.
Continuing it on. So I'm dressed like this today as a promotion for that. I don't normally dress like an 1800s police officer.
She does.
Yeah, there it is. Boom. Look at that. That's me. So the tour is every Thursday except this coming one. So this Thursday I'm actually doing storytelling at Mortimer Bibbs Public House at 7 p.m. It's the only time of year I tell the Mothman story. So just if you want to hear Dr. Ellie talk about Mothman, you have to come then. But the Murder and Mayhem tour is throughout downtown Frankfurt. It starts at the Capital City Museum, and every ticket sale benefits the museum's nonprofit. So it's really a wonderful way to not only raise money for the museum, but also to share some of the gory, eerie, creepy, weird, horrific history of our past. There's a lot of it. It's kind of insane. The tour is not for the young. It's for the young at heart, but we recommend that you be 18 or older to join. Russ did train me to do it, so if you are feeling as though it won't be the same without Russ, it's definitely not. But he and I have practiced this tour together multiple times. He gave me his seal of approval, and it is still his tour. I'm just helping to carry it forward, like you said. So if you are interested, tickets are required. There's one date left, so we added Wednesday, October 29th, just as like an extra day for folks to join, and that is the only date that still had tickets available last I saw.
Wow.
So if you are interested, now is the time. Tickets are limited. It is about a 2-hour tour. it's not a lot of seating on the path. So just come mentally, emotionally, physically prepared. All that good stuff.
That sounds awesome. You can get tickets at
capitalcitymuseum.org. Same for Hunting on the Hill. So the easiest place to get both tickets is capitalcitymuseum.org. And then in the upper right-hand corner of our website, there's a button that says like view upcoming events. If you click on that, it will have an event calendar, and you can see all of the events that we have coming up, not just these two wonderful ones, but it lets you book your tickets for both.
I feel like October is such a busy time for Frankfurt in general, but for you all, everybody at Parks and Capital City Museum, but I feel like Ellie probably needs to like move into a sort of hyperbolic chamber.
She's the queen of the season.
Like November, as soon as November 1 hits,
I'll look for her to take the reins for October.
We need to get Ellie rested.
Thank you. Yes, that would be lovely. I would greatly appreciate that. If only candlelight didn't exist.
She thrives in it.
I do. Halloween, I like to joke because Halloween is the one time of year like people bring me out. Like that's when I get to like let my Mothman wings flap.
It is funny how we skid right into candle. Last year we were taking Halloween decorations down on Fort Hill and putting up the Christmas tree. And we were all very confused. And like,
we were like, didn't Halloween happen like 3 weeks ago?
Christmas tree.
It was crazy.
But speaking of being busy, right? This past weekend was Witches Night Out. And we were working a football game Friday night, or else I would have tried to swing down there. But we drove sort of through the area and near it, and it was really, really cool to see. Like so many people dressed up and enjoying themselves in downtown Frankfurt.
So I missed it this year. It's fall break. So I was laying on the beach, which I was sad about, except I checked my phone and got lots of funny pictures. It was very entertaining.
Right.
Lots of witches in different sorts.
I mean, it was awesome. And major shout out to Susie Hosley at DFI for planning and coordinating such a successful and amazing event. We really owe her a debt of gratitude. But also, the fact that she works with the museum to let us be the starting point for Witches Night Out is insane, and it's an honor for us. And my coworker Eva Napier does an amazing job at getting everything kind of coordinated within the museum. So I have the luxury now of just kind of showing up and being like, hello, I like your costume. Hello, where are you heading this evening? Hello, can I get the door for you? So it's really a treat to have such wonderful and supportive coworkers who are willing to help put stuff together. Yeah. But the event overall was phenomenal. The museum had a record number of guests, which was amazing.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I mean it's great, and it's really nice to hear from all the women who are attending that it's great to have such like a women focused event. Yes. So we love that. We're in.
And inside the museum itself looks awesome.
Thank you.
Right now, too.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to plug. We're not only events. You can visit the museum.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's free admission. Please. It's amazing. Please come visit it.
And Mothman is in the museum right now.
I saw that.
He is only going to be there for a few more days before he makes a journey elsewhere.
Okay.
Surprises to come for folks. Okay. But he is still there, and if you would like to see him, you got to do it before Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah. That's good to know. He will fly off.
He will fly away.
What's next? Tree Week. Do you want to talk about that?
We're right. You want to switch hats?
Switch hats just
I'll switch
briefly.
hats real quick. We're right smack dab in the middle of Tree Week. Urban Forestry for Frankfurt is housed under the Parks Department, which I'm really proud of. We have an amazing urban forestry department. So we kicked off Tree Week because we're always a tree city. A couple of things are already done. But the 17th, Woods, Waters, and Land is doing a hike at West 6. And then we've got yoga in the trees at Cove Spring. And then Scott Hankel is doing a heritage tree tour at the Frankfurt Cemetery. All this is on the Parks Facebook website. We're really proud of it. We have a tree board and we work really hard. So our in-house tree crew works daily, and we have I know it sounds crazy, my hippie's coming out, but we have a tree canopy out of this world in this community. So we work really hard to keep our count up, and we get all kinds of cred from those eco-friendly people.
Oh yeah, you love that, right?
Yeah,
the stamp of approval.
Really, really, really hard on it. Yes, yeah. And hopefully reforests I'll be back eventually to talk about a normal reforest. We flooded this year, so hopefully we actually get trees in the ground.
Yeah.
This coming reforest. Cross your fingers. No more floods.
Absolutely.
No more floods. That's right. We don't want to clean up from them anymore.
No more.
No more floods.
Right.
Yeah. So we're right smack dab in the middle of Tree Week. Please look for it. It's going to be fun.
Awesome. Find that on Facebook?
Facebook.
Okay.
You can call our office. Yeah.
Quick plug for the Kentucky Deceased podcast as well. Underway.
Well underway. 2 weeks are down. Last week was phenomenal. It featured a woman named Dr. Sarah Hall out of Berea talking about Sewn in the Stars, which is Sewn by the Stars, which is her working with farmers to understand how astrology and astronomy can guide planting practices. This is something that Frankfurt's familiar with because of Phil Case's Planting by the Signs article that appears in the State Journal. Mm-hmm. So talking to her was phenomenal, and Phil Case is featured extensively in her book. It's available at the museum. If you want to come check it out, please do. But this coming week, we're actually going to be doing an audio version of my Frankfurt Heritage lecture from this past Saturday. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm always trotted out in October, which is great. So if you missed the lecture on Saturday, it was a partnership with Paul Sawyer Public Library and the Frankfurt Heritage Lecture Series, which is coordinated by John Carlton and Diane Dahoney. And it is all about just kind of like how academics can better understand and appreciate stories that people tell. And it's trying to like bridge the gap between everyday folk and academia and share some terminology and some frameworks that might be helpful while also looking at scary stories from Frankfurt and Franklin County. So it was really fun. I had a great audience of folks, and I'm excited that Cable 10 is letting us publish that audio. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. And then coming up, we've got an episode with a young man out of Versailles who has written his own cryptid book. He is 11 years old, and he has an entire book about Kentucky cryptids.
Oh, that's so cool.
We interview him to talk about that text, as well as an episode on murder ballads. So there's a lot of really fun stuff still to come.
Did you know that we discovered a new Frankfurt cryptid here on the show?
I need to hear more about this.
The only thing I can do is, I think, show the image and then tell you.
It got captured.
My goodness.
So
did you?
So maybe this is my scariest thing now.
Yeah. Did you bully this poor person into being a hot dog? Is he a hot dog now? Will he ever return into humanoid form? Does he transform into a hot dog on a full moon? Is he perennially a hot dog, a la Dogman v Werewolf?
So many questions.
There's so many questions. I think what's important to note is the little
the patch.
Pocket
the
square.
patch.
The patch.
The pocket
Pocket
square
square
is into the hot dog part.
It's even
the
pocket.
So it almost tells me
him.
that like this is just sort of ingrained into like that. There's no taking that off or changing out of it either.
No,
They're just sort of, they're always this level of hot dog carve.
So the outfit that he is wearing, he is a hot dog. The outfit that he is wearing as a hot dog. I love the word hot dog.
If you say his name 5 times, he might show up. So we got to be careful.
No, she keeps saying hot dog.
It's a vocal stem we have at the museum, and I can't explain why, but you have to say hot dog like that, and so like that's kind of what I'm getting to. Yeah, it's like a weird
visit
thing.
the museum.
Yeah, I can't explain it. It's so bizarre. But anyway, I just like need to know. So, like, as a hot dog, he wears this outfit all the time, or like his hot dog bun / part of the meat. The cameras are in the way. Are like taken. It's like a school photo
like
for a yearbook. And is he a cowboy too?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the outfit part of it, because
I want it to come back. Can we bring it back? Actually, I'm like really thank you. I like really love this. I have so many questions.
I feel like you all bullied him into this.
It looks very comfortable.
It looks like AI to me, if I'm going to be so honest.
Probably. But doesn't it look crazy? Like
cheaters! Oh my God! You are bullying him.
So comfortable though.
He has no idea this is happening.
He might.
Is this like? Do you have this printed out on like a work bulletin board? Is it in the staff kitchen?
Oh no. That might be like one level too far.
Okay, I just was curious.
I feel like
we're just putting it out to all of Frankfurt to see, but there's something about the brick.
Yeah, you should put it on a cake, like an ice cream cake. Like get it printed onto an ice cream cake, and that is what you all should taste test.
His birthday. When is his birthday? That needs to be pictured on a cake.
It actually was his birthday on Friday. So.
Oh, okay.
And I think that was the
happy.
That's how the transformation happened.
It was a birthday gift.
Yeah, it was.
So he hit 30, and all of a sudden he's a hot dog.
30, sure.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, are you all really telling me that you can gauge someone's age just by looking at them? That is fake. There's no way.
I can come. I
bad.
feel like I'm decent at it.
No, see,
I feel like I'm pretty good at it.
Like I thought Alex was like 28 until I learned
What's
otherwise.
not telling my age.
No, I'm not
on
going to tell you your
TV.
age. I'm just saying you might be
Getting
28.
older.
Scott
think you're
feels
28.
pretty confident about his skills because
All
he's
right.
talked about wanting if he worked at like
Absolutely.
Kings
We're not
Island.
going to
No,
play
no,
that
no, no,
game.
no.
We're not going to play
But
that game.
if he worked at Kings Island or something,
Yeah,
he would want to run
right.
the game that's like a fun
You're putting
version
pressure.
of
You're
that.
making me.
I know, and I'm happy to do this.
Well, not.
You're not
No,
supposed
'cause
to-
he's
you're not
talking
supposed
mad
to say
smack.
Women's age or weight.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
that's right.
comfortable
Roll
with you
it.
guessing my age. I'm very comfortable with you guessing my
I
age.
hear that, but that does
Don't
not mean I will
don't
do it.
It's a trap.
Like, don't do it. It's a
I won't-
trap.
yeah, I won't be
I'll
led
be
into
mad
it.
forever.
I don't believe in entrapping people, y'all. There was a hot dog man on the screen like 5 seconds ago, and I was ridiculed for age guessing. I really feel as though I need my age guess. So that's going to be my new bit with you. I'm so sorry. You've brought this on yourself.
Don't
I'm going to start just bringing
She will
pictures
be
of random
quietly
people
mad.
and telling you to
Okay.
guess their
Oh, I
age.
like
Okay,
that.
I
Yeah,
can do
that's
that.
actually
I
going to
can
be
do
what
that.
I'm going to
I
do.
like that.
All right.
Well, thank you all so much for being here
We got
on
off
the
the
show.
rails.
On the hill.
Yeah, we're down the hill.
Yeah.
3 to 6.
Congrats to both of you on all the awesome events going on.
Thank you.
Congrats, Dr. Ellie, as well. We'll show this picture as well, being on the cover of Frank Magazine.
Thank you.
Yeah,
High
look
honor.
at that.
Look at that.
Similar-
Same outfit.
Same outfit.
Same outfit.
never
Minus
took it off.
my
She wears
night
this
baton.
everywhere.
Yeah, no, this is who I
We go to
am.
lunch. This is what she wears.
This
Yeah.
is me. I also do have a Fort Hill Mangler costume now that
Oh.
I will happily. I almost wore that instead, but I thought this would be better.
Okay.
So next time,
Do we have a strangler also, or just the mangler?
just the Mangler.
But this is sort of
Yeah, look,
our
there he
mangler
is.
here.
He's on
Okay.
set.
Yeah.
He's right. You all have him
We have him.
captured.
Nice.
Captured. He's part. His
Stuffed.
pocket
He's
square
stuffed
is
now.
not on the front though, so
a creepy
not as
set.
good as a hot dog.
Also, before you go, I do want to thank you publicly for giving me and my wife great recommendations. We went to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, a couple weeks ago to see Mothman stuff.
They came
And-
belated, and I'm sorry for that.
No, it was perfect. We were like
Okay.
on the way, and I was like, "Yep. We got some of this. Not this. This sounds great." So, thank you very much.
You're welcome. What was
for
your
providing
highlight?
that.
What was your favorite?
We did a tour. We took a tour, and it was a small group, but we paid to do this tour, and she took us out to like the TNT
oh, yay!
area, old shelters, whatever. Yeah.
Was it
but
with
just got to
Brittany?
hear lots of stories, and it was lots of fun.
Was it with Brittany?
I don't remember what her
That's
name
okay.
was.
I'm sorry. Don't
She
worry
was
about
great.
it.
She was really good,
I believe
but
she was
everything
good.
in the town was really fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of
Appreciate
course.
the
Anytime. I'm
recommendations.
glad that you went. So happy to do it.
Zach, are we going to ask who the most dateable monster is right now? Or are we going to put that in the hopper and we'll save that for the next episode?
I feel like we don't have. We simply don't have.
It
enough
deserves
time.
more time.
It deserves more time.
I agree.
It deserves a thorough examination. Next time I come on, we have to prep for it, and I will provide documentation that feels so weird.
Yes, and Alex will come as well, and
Yep.
she'll help me and Scott.
I feel like that my next round
Like-
should not be scary things, but whatever. I'll be here whenever you want me here.
Do you want to be here for Jello taste testing?
No, I don't do Jello. And the last taste testing event here was not fun. So
Don't do scary. Don't do jello.
I don't do scary. I just want sunshine and happiness, everybody.
That-
You could do beach reviews.
that-
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that whole Jello thing might have been the most
I
scary
don't
thing
do
in
gelatin,
Kentucky. That was
so
That
I'm
was
not doing
messed
Jell-O.
up.
It was.
My stomach is not healed. My stomach is not recovered. I'm actually sort of like, this is exposure therapy to be in this space again because
you're right, 'cause
it
we
was
were
like,
sitting right here
I
when
was
all
where
that went
you
down.
were when you were here, and I had to eat the cherry pits that
So
were
make a note of
presented
that.
to
I'm
me
not
in a
doing
Jell-O.
Jell-O.
Okay, we'll mark that down.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta move it along. But thank you all for being here.
Yes.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
You all.
We'll see you. I guess you'll go back into cryostasis,
Yes.
and we'll see you next
Yes.
October.
Yes, she will.
But-
I'll be back. I'll put Ellie away.
Yes. Always a treat to have you all here with us.
Thanks for
Thank you so
having
much.
us.